How you doing, guys? It's the Angry Rainman here. It is finished. Second preseason game match done over in the United States in New York City. So it is Liverpool 1, Wrexham 0. There are quite a few good things, I must say, but quite a few worrying things that I also need to mention. Okay, but the first of the worrying things, right? Okay, is if you ask me at the present state of the squad right now, you can see the lack of signings, right, and the actual shallow depth of our squad is actually starting to show a tiny bit, okay, because, right, for one, right, we still don't have a centre back. We still don't have a first team centre back, and we still don't really have a first team forward either. We were playing with people that from the academy. We can still count Rear Anglemore as an example. Rear Anglemore, Morrison, Chiesa was not available. He was not feeling well, and yeah, we don't even have like a first team centre back who play for us, especially. So yeah, our squad depth is actually very thin. So we really need to sign a few more players, and the issue with Ndukwe, okay, the Ndukwe, one of the centre backs, right, he was solid, but the problem is right now, right, he doesn't have enough points, right, to fulfill the requirements to get himself a work permit. So that is one option that's off the table for us right now. So if you ask me, right, okay, wait, let me reverse a teeny weeny bit, okay, yeah. Let me reverse a tiny bit. Yeah, so we actually still do need members, and fast, okay, and fast. I really cannot avoid it anymore. There's no way around it. Okay, we definitely need at least one, maybe even two centre backs, because at this point in time, right, until Leone is ready again, he's still probably out for quite a while longer, and Jake is finally back into fitness, right, we are still stuck with only Virgil van Dijk as our only fit senior centre back. Alright, and we really should get stuff done like ASAP, because yeah, there's really no getting around it. Yeah, that's a bad thing. Okay, the other thing, lack of forwards. Okay, Rear Anglemore was our only senior forward that's actually been playing for us. The rest were like people like Kieran Morrison. Alright, when we have George Arby, we also have Will Wright. Okay, yeah, apart from that, there were pretty much no first team forwards that were actually available. So yes, you can kind of see where our depth is right now, how our depth is at this point in time, okay? But what I have to say, with a couple of members especially, okay? Yes, Ndukwe, okay, the one who cannot actually continue playing for us at this time, okay, he needs to be sent on loan. He was very solid at the back, okay, I had to give it to him, okay, I had to give to Ndukwe, yeah, Ndukwe was really good at the back, and it was really like snuffing out all the attacks that Wrexham actually have launched a little bit, yeah. Okay, it didn't really help, especially the field is a little bit on the tiny side, okay? You can kind of see from the camera, just judging by the camera angles especially, you can see the field itself is actually tiny. It's fucking tiny! Yeah, so that's why, okay, that's the reason why we're getting a little bit outplayed, especially in the second half a little bit, I feel that way, okay? And number two, Rear Anglemore doesn't look really that particularly comfortable playing as a right winger. He can, but that's not his strength, okay? And if you ask me, right, playing a left winger as a right winger, right, okay, is not the solution, okay? It is not the solution moving forward, okay? It's good to have, yeah, but not the solution, because he looked a little bit uncomfortable. Yes, he still had some moves a little bit, okay, yeah, he's not it. He did score a goal, okay, but it's also thanks to a deflection, okay, he did score one, okay, yeah, but it was thanks to a deflection that he actually went in, okay, a bit lucky there, but hey, he managed to get one goal, alright. But still, he's not it, okay? He's not it for right winger. He should still remain in left wing, okay? But that gives us a little bit of an option, like if we really do need someone to play on right winger, at least Anglemore can try his luck there a little bit. But he's not it for me. So even if we still get Bradley Barcola, okay? Even if we still get Bradley Barcola, right? We still need a pure right winger on that side of the field. Yes, we do have people that can actually play a little bit of right winger. Don't forget, we also can have Barcola can also play there if he does join us. Victor Munoz can also play there. But the thing is, at the end of the day, right, Bradley Barcola and Victor Munoz are primarily still left wingers. Okay, they are still left wingers and not right wingers. So I really should feel, right, that we should still get somebody like Ryan, because at the crux of it all, we still have 0 pure right wingers. Okay, we still have 0 pure right wingers. Okay, and those names that I just mentioned, they're all left winger by trade. So it's not exactly the most ideal thing. All right. Okay. So yeah, you can see the depth that we have, right, is really starting to show. Okay, it's really starting to show, yeah, that we still need a right winger. We still need centre backs. We still need full backs. There's no way around it. Okay. Yes. But with that said, I was quite happy with some of the academic performances. Okay. Yes, Will Wright was a little bit unlucky. Okay. RB was a little bit unlucky. Okay. But yeah, we show that we can still use our C team, okay, albeit even in our positions, okay, to be almost a full strength Wrexham squad. And you know Wrexham is not a team to trifle with, okay, even for a championship team, right? Okay, the way that they actually have been playing, they have been so good over the years, right? Okay, that's the reason why they have been promoted left, right, and center. They got a 3-peat in promotion, okay, 3 beats in promotion. That's the reason why they are here and where they are. That's why they are still being so good, and that is the reason why they are still like good contenders for the promotion for this coming season. And I've been following them especially, and they've been really good. For a championship team, you best not trifle with them. If you ask me, right, they're even harder opposition, okay, than Sunderland was when we played against them. Funny enough that I say that, right? You play a Premier League opposition, right, in the first pre-season game, and you find that this championship side is actually harder than the Premier League, right? Okay? Yeah, it's harder. Yeah, I really honestly feel that Wrexham is harder than the Sunderland in that particular extent, because they have a good coach, they have a good system, they are really well drilled, lean, mean fighting machine. And the fact is, we still can actually beat them without any first team forwards, without any first team defenders, okay, or rather not first team defenders, but more like centre backs, okay. Yes, you can also say exactly the same with our fullback situation, because the first part we were playing with Kevin Ramsey. Ramsey's another option on right back as well, but still ultimately is still not exactly an ideal situation to be in, okay, where we only have Frimpong and Kevin Ramsey. But looks like it will be able to finally have some use for Kevin Ramsey, because with the ball, he has been okay. He's been no problem, okay? But I want to see more of it, especially off the ball, okay? I want to see more of him, alright? That's one thing I would really like to see in the preseason. There's still so many opportunities for Kevin Ramsey to prove himself. I still am not exactly sold with Harvey Elliott. I am not so sure about him, because I really have no idea what would be his best place to be playing at, because he kind of struggled a little bit during the first 2 games. Okay, he kind of struggled a little bit, yeah. But then again, for him, it's getting some minutes in a long time. So I would give him a little bit more time. I would be a little bit more nice for Harvey Elliott, okay. And I really do hope that for Harvey Elliott to actually get better as he plays more under Anthony Areola. So yeah, so one thing's for sure, we definitely need new signings. Right wingers, full backs, centre backs, defensive midfielder, okay? No getting around that, okay? There's no more plugging around holes with square pegs. It just doesn't work, okay? Yeah, we need... Yes, jack of all trades are good to have, but when we still need the actual masters themselves, right, to slot into that position, right, that's what we do need. That's what our squad really does need. So to allow everyone else to play at their natural positions, right, okay, he has to actually do the best that they can. As I say, okay, you ask me that, Barcola is a left winger, not so much for right, he can, but he's still ultimately still a left winger. Okay, so yes, it'd be good to have him, but still we will need another right winger. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. And yep, next one is going to be one more match over in Chicago. Yeah, over in the weekend before we return back to Anfield for another couple more preseason games. Yeah, and hopefully by then, okay, most of our squad has returned. As far as we know, yeah, for this this Sunday or Saturday's preseason game, okay, the last one that we will have against Leeds, okay. As far as we know, let's see some of our members who were away to finally get some minutes. So I'm hoping to see some minutes for Vietz, Gravenberch, Isaac, as well as Jacquet. We really do need this depth at this point because our depth is shallow right now. You can see on the field, okay? You can see on the field. You think about it, right? We are playing with more academy guys than it is for first team guys. A lot of first team guys are still not around, and whoever that is still around is actually not our main 11. It's still mainly our fringes, okay? Yeah. That is still an issue, okay, but it's a good result for the academy players. Good result for Rear Angermore. Yes, still not comfortable in right winger. I can kind of tell, but then again, the field was tiny. Okay, I can give it that because the field itself is tiny. So I really hope the one in Chicago that they're going to be using isn't as small as this. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, like the video, like it, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Kindly do the usual YouTube things. Yeah, if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you next time.